Hi everybody, let's do Alex the Comic Hoarder's top 10 first appearance tag vid. It's a mouthful. Hi everybody, Peter here from Triple G Comics. Welcome back to the channel. If I can just encourage you all to hit that like button, and if you like my stuff, please consider subscribing for future geeky content. I do things like comic book unboxings, CGC unboxings, toy reviews, and all that kind of jazz. So today what I'm doing is Alex the Comic Hoarder's first appearance challenge. So basically, Alex the Comic Hoarder is a YouTube channel who does all kinds of comic related geeky stuff. I've put a link in the description of this video. Go and check him out. He's got some incredible books. I'm very, very jealous. He's got some amazing stuff. And anyway, Alex set up this tag event where basically he asks YouTube creators to show their top 10 first appearance books and then to nominate 3 to 5 other channels to do the same. So this is my top 10 first appearances. I'm going to take the opportunity to flex a little. So I'm going to show you some of my favourite key books, some of my bigger first appearances, shall we say. And I've picked CGC books. So I've got a lot of raw. And people who watch my channel regularly will know I predominantly collect first appearances. So this video is right up my street. I wouldn't normally do these kind of tag things, but because it's a first appearance video and I love Alex's content, I'm going to do this one. So before we crack on and I show you the books, I'm going to tag 3 people. So I have absolutely no doubt that my good friend Jason Parker over at Jason Parker Comics has some incredible first appearance books. So Jason, you're tagged. I'd also like to tag MJ Comics because I'm sure they've got some cracking books. And finally, I'm going to tag my very good friend Ephraim over at Past Point One Comics. Ephraim, I'd love to see what your top 10 first appearances are. Okay, let's crack on. So these are in no particular order. These are just my 10 CGC first appearance books. I've grabbed them out of my cabinet. I've got a kind of fancy cabinet. If you want to see what that's all about, go and check out my room tour video. So basically, this is one of my favourite books, and he's got to hit the MCU at some point. So I think it's a good book to get a hold of now if you can. This is Marvel Spotlight number 5. This is obviously the first appearance of Ghost Rider. Well, is it now? It's the first appearance of this version of Ghost Rider, because there was obviously a Ghost Rider before this character who was kind of a guy on a horse with a white costume. Haven't got his first appearance. But this is the first appearance of Johnny Blaze. So this book came out in '72. It's the origin and first appearance of Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze. And I've got it in a 4.5, which is pretty respectable for a book of this age, I think. And this is a cent copy. Love it. Love that cover. Love the character. I'm a fan of Nicolas Cage's version, I have to say. I know he got a bit of stick for it, but I have to say I really enjoyed that first film. So that's Ghost Rider, first appearance there. A legend is born. Tremendous. Okay, next what we got. Ooh, it's a classic. Oh, it's nice. Okay, so this is Fantastic Four, number 48. This is on a CGC 4.0. This is from 1966. Classic cover. And come on, if you're watching this channel, you know what this book is. This is the first appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus. It's just amazing. I love it. This is a pence copy. So for anybody watching these videos, watching this video from America, this is a good old pence copy. Lots of debate about the value of pence compared to cent books. If it's a key book, I'll get what I can get. So I'm very happy to have this in my collection. And it's just classic, isn't it? Lovely cover. Love that. Again, bit of a spec book, I guess you would say, because bound to come to the MCU at some point, isn't it? Ooh. If you haven't watched this channel before, I'm an old man and I make weird noises, so you'll get lots of ooh and eh and wee and things like that. Just go with it. It's a mental health problem, I think. So we've got here topical book, Werewolf by Night. This is Werewolf by Night 32. It's obviously the first appearance of the tremendous Moon Knight. I say tremendous, not read a lot of his books, but I am loving the Disney Plus show. Really recommend you go and check that out. It's fantastic, phenomenal. We're on episode 2 at this point in time, and I love it. So yeah, this is my Werewolf by Night, first appearance of Moon Knight, Mark Spector. This one is a cent copy, so I had a pence copy which I sold, which was at a higher grade, but I decided to keep this one at a 3.5. And I just love it. Only issue I've got with it is it's got someone's name written on it. So that's a bit of a downer, but never mind. Lovely book, great book to have. And it's gone up in value, obviously because of the success of the show. See what I mean? Weird. So this is my pride and joy. If you've watched any of my videos before, I show this book at every single opportunity because I love it. And this is Journey into Mystery, 83. First appearance of my favourite character of all time, the Mighty Thor. This is a really, really rough book. This is a 1.5. I just love it. It's just tremendous. Really, really nice book. And this is from, 1962. It's a grey banner book, so I didn't expect that when I sent it off to be graded. This is a conserved book, and what it says is conservation includes staples replaced, I think. Yeah. First appearance of Thor, mega key to have. This is probably the biggest book in my collection, I think, in terms of value. First appearance of my favourite character, Mighty Thor. Tremendous. Next, what we've got. Well, I've added this one in. It's not a particularly massive key, but I have added it in because it goes along with the theme of my favourite character, Thor. And this is Journey into Mystery Annual #1, first appearance of Hercules. This is a cent copy and it's a 5.0, and it's the first appearance of Hercules, Zeus, and it's the first Thor versus Hercules fight. Big character. I would be surprised if we don't see some of him in the future. Now we've had rumblings and rumours, haven't we, of what's he called from Gladiator, Russell Crowe, apparently being in the next Thor movie. Don't know if he's playing Hercules as Zeus or what, but I'd love to see Hercules on the big screen. Love that book. Really hard to get in decent grade because it's one of those big square bound books. So that's first appearance of Hercules. Another nice key book. This is my giant size Xmen #1. This is from 1975. Dave Cockrum art. Absolutely stunning book to have. CGC 5.5. It's got loads of first appearances in it. It's, first appearance of the new X-Men, of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus. Not Wolverine. It's his second or his third appearance. Sorry, second full appearance of Wolverine, and one Thunderbird. Lovely book to have. It's gone up in price a bit. I would love an X-Men 1 in my collection, but that's just too far out of my reach at the moment. Continuing the X theme, we've got the first appearance of Wolverine. Just kidding. Everybody knows that's not the first appearance of Wolverine. I've just divided the internet. So no, we've got Hulk 181 in a 3.5. Not the greatest of grades, but this is a mega key for me to have. Superb book. It was released 1974. That iconic cover of Wolverine versus the Hulk. In all seriousness, there's all this debate, isn't there, about whether this is his first appearance or the 180 is his first appearance. I got both just to make sure. Love that book. Again, another nice one to have in your collection. So, again, a bit topical because there's been some news about this guy. We've got Nova #1. Been some rumblings and rumours that he's coming out to either a Disney Plus or a movie soon. So this has got the potential to spike a little bit. I just love the character. I love the costume. I love everything about him. So this is a 1976 book by Marv Wolfman. It's a 9.2 grade. And as you can see, this one is signed by Stan the Man himself. Love that cover. Love that book. One of my favourites. Next, we've got Daredevil #1. Again, one of my favourites. This is a cent copy. This is from 1964. I've got the what you call it, the kind of the character banner on there. This is a 3.5 grade. Again, a pricey book to have. First appearance of Matt Murdock, DD. Lovely one. I really like that copy as well. Right, guys. Last one, we have got an Amazing Spider-Man 129. This is from 1974. Again, absolutely striking cover there. Obviously, it's the first appearance of Frank Castle, the Punisher. I would love to see him in an MCU movie. Don't know if we'll get it. I don't know if he's a bit too violent for the current Disney shows and whatnot. But I would just love to see a Punisher. I loved the TV series on Netflix. That was tremendous. but I'd like to see Frank Castle in a movie. Not so sure what I think of this costume change he's had recently, although it does work in the storyline. Issue 1 of Punisher is a really good read, so I recommend you go and pick that up. Okay, I've got one final book to show you, just as an honourable mention, because 10's just not enough, and that is Avengers #1. This is a CGC 1.0. It's in shocking condition, as you can see. We've got tape pulls all over it, and it's a bit of a mess. This is the first appearance of the Avengers, and it's not a particularly expensive book to get for it being such a big key. This one is in my collection, one of my favourites, because it is again signed by Stan Lee, Stan the Man, has signed that one on the front. So that's Avengers #1, first appearance of the Avengers. Okay, so that's your whack, guys. That's my top 10 plus an additional one first appearance books. I nominate Jason Parker from Jason Parker Comics, MJ Comics, and Ephraim from Past Point One Comics to do a similar video showing their top 10 first appearances. And finally, a massive thanks to Alex the Comic Hoarder. His content is tremendous. I love this idea of a first appearance kind of hashtag thing for other people in the community. So thank you for starting that off, Alex. That's your whack, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and take care.